And take two. Okay, basically I'm in a bathroom, first of all. Kind of weird. Long story short, not a lot of room in my house currently, so my music room thing is full. Okay, so I said I would do a little tutorial on how I played Panic Prone acoustically, because it's played in drop A sharp, and I did not want to take my guitar down that low. So basically what I did, I'm in drop C sharp. You can play this in drop D if you want, and you'll need a capo. So if you're in drop D, obviously it'd be a capo 1. So I'll be 1 fret up from you if you're playing it in drop D. But it'll be the same key, just put your capo on the first fret. So basically, since it's in A sharp, is what the Chevelle song's in, then this is our A string, so I figured if we put the capo there, then this would be that low A string kind of. So that was the theory behind why I did that. So then I just kind of fiddled around with the notes, figured out how you play it. So the verses will be played alternating on the D, in this case. The low D and the A string. So all of the verse will be played like that, and it's extremely simple. It's literally, you could take one finger here. This is the 4th fret. I guess open 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4th fret relative to the capo. And you literally, so you're just alternating these two strings right here. And you're going on the 4th fret and then open. I'm doing this so you can see my finger easily. And then 2nd fret. You can play this with a pick if you need to, if you want to. It's a lot easier. Or it's still, depends on what you like. I'm just talking. Okay, and then the chorus is played much like the actual song is played. In the actual song, instead of playing these two, the bottom two, you're playing the octaves. So you're playing D and D, or E and D. So we're going to use that same kind of thing playing the chorus. So we'll start up on the 9th fret, which is 7th fret relative to the capo. 7th fret, and you just go playing those octaves. And then you go down and kind of follow how the verse is played. So down 4th, 2, and open. And then 2 again. Then we're going to go up a half step. And then right back into the verse. Okay, so that's kind of simple enough. I think someone was asking about the chords I was playing on the chorus. So I always do these chords. So if you see my videos, they're probably one of these looking things. So it's basically, it's the same thing. Say if you played a D, just like that, played all of it. We'll take off the middle finger, so then you just have notes on the 2nd and 3rd fret of the G and B string. So it's kind of like that. It's basically a power chord, because when you're in drop D, obviously, you're making it easier to play this shape. So you can play it like that. Well, the only difference is when you're adding in these next notes, it's pretty much alternating the root, 5th, octave, 5th, octave, etc. Kind of like that. So the main shape for it is your root, root, root. So that's just your main power chord. And then you're adding on, I guess I always say 3. It's your 3rd finger. You're going 2 frets up. So right now I'm playing on, let's say I played open. So all these are open right there. And then that's the 2nd fret of the G string, and then the 3rd fret of the B string. And you're going to keep that same shape wherever you're going. So I usually use my ring and my pinky fingers to do it. So it's just like that. My middle finger is not doing anything. So that's basically that shape. And I just kind of mess around with it. So playing the exact same chords, instead of skipping over that A string, you're going to play it, and you just play all of it. So That's kind of, I typically do that. You're just taking that pinky finger and you're just going 1/2 step down and then, or a fret down and moving back up. So if you had it up here, you could do the same thing. So that's that. Okay, now for the bridge, the way Pete does it, I think he does it live. You'll hear it on the album where it gets that nice high note right there. I don't know if it's on all the acoustic stuff, but I personally love that note, and so I always play it whenever I do it. So basically when you're leading up, going from the chorus into the bridge, it's so you're going second, sliding up to fourth, and then I'm just, basically what I'm doing is I'm playing the first three, or the top three, with my index finger, and then making my index finger kind of go at an angle to where it's muting the rest of these strings right here, the G and the B string. Just, if you have all that playing, when you play this, it sounds really ugly. So if you mute it, you get a nice kind of mute, but you still get that note there. So playing that close up kind of looks like that, and that's on the 4th fret relative to the capo. And then it just goes down to open, playing that same power chordy kind of shape. But yeah, and you can leave off this top note, you can leave that open when you're playing it open, and the same thing goes when you're moving it around. So if I wanted to, I could play it, I could bar it all the way across. So not quite bar chords necessarily, but they're played kind of like bar chords. I think that's basically it. If you have any questions, comment on it or whatever. Let me know what you're confused about, and hopefully I can help you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.